Valentine's Day, everyone. It's Amanda here with your February 2019 RuneScope. We have Venus, the goddess of love, here to help us with February's readings. And of course, the big news is your 2019 Love RuneScopes are now available over on my Vimeo channel. You will find the link below. Of course, your 2019 yearly RuneScope is over there as well. And the 2019 Career and Finance RuneScope is there as well. So lots of 2019 stuff. Also, part 2 of your February RuneScope is there. This month, a new year means new decks. And my sister got me this beautiful deck for Christmas. It's Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides, Oracle Cards by Stephen D. Farmer and B. Sturgis. I mean, these cards are just gorgeous. I mean, look at this, the artwork on these. So definitely check out, let's see. I just love it. So thanks, sis. But yeah, definitely check out your spiritual guidance reading for February. In conjunction with our runes here on YouTube, I will be using the beautiful Tarot Art Nouveau. This is by Linnea Weatherstone and Antonella Castelli. So let's see what the month of love holds for you. Hey Leo, it's Amanda here with your February 2019 reading. RuneScope, let's see which runes want to be cast for Leo, February 2019. What's going on? Right away. You're the first one that's happened. They've it's been taking quite a bit of time. They've been being very persnickety and particular. But with you, they were ready right away. As always, the normal caveat is in effect here, Leo. These are general readings, so not all of these messages are going to be for you. Some of the messages will be for other Leos that are watching as well. The intensity of the energies we're going to talk about will vary from person to person. You can always check the video for your rising sign as well. In fact, you're probably going to find that that is more accurate most of the time from these general perspectives. But if you would like something all about you, where all of the energy, all of the messages, it just pertains to your life, you can always set up a private session with me. My 1-hour New Year's sessions will be available through February 28th only. Once all the spots are taken, they're gone. So if you want to take a nice long-term view, see what 2019 holds for you in 2 full readings, drop me a line. The 30-minute session is always available, though, if you prefer that. But in general, let's take the lay of the land here. Well, our challenge or focus, we have the King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy. You also have the Queen of Pentacles here. This could be a couple in your life, or this is the same person. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or someone with those traits, or maybe 2 people with those traits. A couple, a married couple, your parents, because it's a king and a queen. So, I mean, these are mature people. So they're either your same age or older than you, perhaps. Perhaps you work in a business that is owned by these 2 people. You could also be, especially if you have an earth sign rising, Leo, this could be you and your partner, you and your business partner. But yeah, with this coming up as the challenge, I think for many of you, this could be a job offer. This could be an offer for promotion in February. But your challenge is like you would have to disappoint. You feel like you would be letting someone else down to take this. Maybe you've been somewhere for a long time. Or, yeah, you've worked for the same company for a long time. And, you know, you have this new awesome offer and you just feel like it would be foolish to not take it, but at the same time, you don't want to disappoint someone else. For others of you, this is in a romantic sense. You may be dating one person or even married or in a relationship with one person, but in February, you're like, I really want to be with this earth sign. I just feel more stable. I just feel like we could really like be a power couple. We could really build a future together. This person just seems more in line with what I want. So if you're single and dating, especially more than one person in February, it does look like your challenge at some point is going to be like you've made the decision, but the challenge is maybe letting the other person know, you know, I want to be with this other person. These energies, again, are general. So for some of you, it could be your partner telling you, I want to be with this other person. But again, this is your reading. And these energies are coming through very much with someone making a new start with an earth sign. Or, you know, someone may be telling you, I just want to be with someone who's a little more like me. Maybe they are a little more stable. Fire energy, you know, it's not for everybody. You know, just like earth sign energy, not for everybody, right? So yeah, I mean, you may be hearing that from someone. It's just, you know, I think you're just, I need somebody more like me or more kind of, you know, level and patient, because that can be a challenge for fire signs. But I think for many of you, this is you choosing to be with an earth sign. And maybe it's for that reason as well. It's like, you know, I've got all this fiery, passionate energy. You know, I like to get things done and I like to get them done quickly. And I need somebody who is like a counterbalance to that. Is going to ground me and help me kind of think things through and to look before leaping so that I make calculated decisions or take calculated risks. There's somebody that may be, again, just, you know, it's the yin to your yang or the yang to your yin, right? So, but yeah, the challenge is there's a disappointment involved with this where you're going to have to leave someone behind or you feel like you may be disappointing, letting someone down. Or perhaps that's the whole reason you went out looking for someone else in the first place, Leo. Maybe somebody else let you down and it's like, you know what, this relationship is not fulfilling me. So I'm going to go see if I can't find that somewhere else. Whether it's a job sense or a love sense. For some of you, it will be one, more personal life. For others of you, it's going to be work, career. Because in the present, again, we've got this Queen of Pentacles, right? So for some of you, it's the same person. But yeah, new beginnings, a new relationship, a new project, a new job. Perhaps coming through an earth sign person. If you are looking for promotion, if you are looking to increase your money, you're looking for a new job, February, there's a new beginning here around money, a new financial beginning, a new source of income perhaps coming through. Perhaps this person, this money person, or this couple who owns the company or they run the department or whatever. And it's going to be a very stable, long-term job for you. For many of you, this is a goal that you're like, I'm making this happen. I'm achieving this. Some of you, maybe you are starting your own business with your partner, but there may be something to where somebody's got to give up something else because they won't have time to do both. Again, the degrees of intensity with the way these things work out, it's going to be different for all of you. But yeah, for some of you, this could be you and your spouse or you and your partner. Or a business partner that you're taking, you know, you are like, hey, let's open this business together. And you're going to put a lot of effort into this, but you're very determined because you've got both of the runes of victory and like you are focused. But it is coming up as your challenge. So perhaps this is something you're focused on, but somebody else doesn't share your enthusiasm, right? So maybe someone you thought was going to be your business partner, or you're just not seeing the same future. They're not as passionate about something as you are. So maybe you need to go find a business partner elsewhere if your spouse or your partner or whoever you thought was going to be your business partner is not into it here, Leo. There could also be a creative bent to this. It could be a friend that you are partnering up with. And it may be somebody you haven't known for very long, but you just feel like this is going to be a good match. Like we could really work together. Their background, their experience, they're going to really bring a lot to the table with their talents here. Now, the help that's going to be available, the present energy, by the way, would be end of January into early February, or for some of you, whenever you're watching this video, it could be the energy going on. The Tower is coming up as your help. So when the Tower comes up as your help, and you're like, well, how could the Tower ever be a help? Something that you or someone feels like is a disaster, it's totally changing their life, or just a very unexpected change that's an upheaval, is actually the best possible thing. So it's either the best possible thing for you because it maybe puts you, maybe you're seeing like, okay, this person is never going to go where I want to go, or this person just doesn't share my enthusiasm for this. Whatever seems like, it seems like a disaster, but it's not. And again, remember, the intensity of this will vary. For some of you, it could be the full on where you feel like really where the rug's been pulled out from under you. Others of you, unfortunately, it seems like you're going to have to do this to someone else. And it could either be like the job that you're leaving because you've been there for a really long time, they really rely on you, or it's a spouse, it's a relationship, it's a partnership, a romantic partnership, and it's just not working for you. So there's something kind of imploding, but the foundations were not that good. It wasn't meant to last anyway. So that's the thing about the Tower. Whatever this is was not meant to be forever, and so the foundations were not made strong enough for that reason. Whatever this is, it's a process, okay? And while the actual, like, okay, there's a definite end and a definite beginning, adjusting to that, especially if it's something that's taking you by surprise, it's not going to happen overnight. But it is eventually, what Dayeg is saying, whoever is the one that feels like the rug is pulled out, this is unexpected, this is out of my control, I don't like it, whoever is feeling that way, they will look back on February 2019, whether it's you or someone else, and say that was the best possible thing. I didn't realize it at the time. Perhaps some of you do. Again, because it's maybe the other person, but even they will look back on it. And I feel like whatever this transition is, whatever the change is in February, however someone's feeling, or the way in which it is done, or however it is in February, or however it feels in February, that's not the way it's going to stay. Again, it's a process that will evolve into something else, or it will just be better than it is perhaps in February. But it's a necessary thing. So, anything you have to spring on somebody that's unexpected, or anything sprung on you that's unexpected, Leo, in February, again, it is right. It's helping you. It's tearing down something that was not stable to make way for something that will be. Yeah, what must be accepted? We've got the 8 of Cups. So you're leaving something. You or someone is leaving something. And they were keeping it a secret. Trying very hard to hide this. You were, or they were. Again, if you're quitting a job, it would be one that you have been there a long time. Maybe 8 years. But because there's an emotional attachment. With this card, there's always kind of like, I'm leaving, but there's loss involved. I have to leave this behind. I put a lot of effort into this. I put a lot of years into that company. I put a lot of years into that relationship, or a lot of effort into that relationship. And it's sad that it didn't work out, but it's time to move on. So you're heading off to brighter shores, or someone else is heading off to brighter shores. But whatever this is, it is kind of like at some point in February, either the secret's going to come out. So because we've got secrets here, this could be like, yeah, a third party again with this earth sign energy. You or someone else seeing this earth sign. So perhaps you're not, it's like, I really need to tell my partner that I'm seeing this earth sign. For some of you, that may be the situation you're in. Well, in February, it may come out. They may find out. So if you've got secrets, look out. Again, though, they're supposed to come out. You know, because it's hurting someone. It's really not fair to keep them there if you are wanting to be with somebody else, but just kind of keeping them, holding on to another person too. Same thing if it's somebody doing that to you. The universe is going to be like, no, that's not fair to this person. We got to break this loose. They need to be free to find someone who really loves them. So, yeah, there could be somebody moving out, moving on, but abruptly and not under the happiest circumstances. It's because they found out something that they had no idea. The rug was pulled out from under them. So Leo, this could, and I'm sorry if this is happening to you, but it could be someone telling you that they're moving out to be with someone else. For others of you, I feel like it's you leaving a job. And again, maybe you've been there so long, they really never thought that you would leave. Also, be careful who you're telling. Like, you know, because, you know, there's sometimes it's like we're waiting for the start date, or we're waiting to give our 2 weeks notice, and the cat may get out of the bag early, and then they may just be like, well, we're gonna let you go early. Because it is like they're taking it as like a personal breakup. So yeah, I wouldn't share the information with anyone you work with at the old soon-to-be ex-job. Yeah, but it does seem like whatever secrets need to come out will come out. But again, like if that happens and they're like, go ahead and leave early, we're just gonna go ahead and let you go early, it's gonna work out in your favor, because maybe you need that time to prepare for the new job. Maybe it's gonna be nice to have a bit of a break in between. It's gonna give you time to prepare, or just maybe even take a little bit of a vacation here. Because the outcome of February you've got is the Magician. So this is all about taking control of a situation. So whatever gets out of hand, Leo, you're going to get a handle on it. You know, it is going to take some regrouping with need. It's necessary for you to get something under control, or kind of, you know, it's like, okay, there's enough of this. Enough of this. This is also the card of, it is a 1. It's the 1 in the major arcana. So it is a card of this single person, you know, being liberated and taking control of your own life, your own destiny. And you don't need anyone else or anything else, because the Magician has everything that he or she needs to create what he or she wants for the future. So you don't need any more knowledge. You don't need any more experience. You don't need any more anything to make it where you want to go. So yeah, whatever is happening here in February, no matter how abrupt or how kind of bumpy it may be, or unexpected, again, it is like, this has to happen for you to go where you need to go. This has to happen for you to reach your destiny. whether that's being with another person, whether that's being at a different job, whether that's living in a different city, you know, relocating or moving, or having an entirely different career, or starting your own business. Sometimes, again, kind of going back to this, if you're laid off from a job or let go or even fired, God forbid, but it happens with the Tower card coming up, and with these, with so much like work career emphasis here for some of you, that can happen. But it is in those moments that kind of forces us. It's like, well, I've got all this time now, might as well start that business, right? Might as well write that book. Might as well, you know, see if I can do this other thing I've always really wanted to do, when I was just kind of wasting time over there, you know, collecting paychecks. It was nice, but to have money, but you know, it wasn't really what I wanted to do. It wasn't really my creation. It wasn't really anything of myself I was putting into that. It wasn't mine. It was someone else's vision, someone else's dream, and I was just one of the cogs in the wheel, right? So that's what this can do. And it is, you know, in that moment, it's like, oh my God, you know, if you've been let go of work, or perhaps this is happening to your partner, you know, again, for some of you, it could be happening to them. They're let go, or they're laid off, or fired. And, you know, maybe you're like, hey, well, now we can start that business. Let's get going, you know, because you can create this, you can make this happen. If they share your vision, right? If they don't, you may have to bring in another partner. You may have to find a business partner, or you may go it alone, Leo. But, you know, it won't be until you look back and it's like, you know, February, when that, like, what we thought was a terrible thing, or what I thought was this horrible bad luck, actually was the turning point. That's when I like started doing what I really wanted to do. That's when I finally got off my butt and you started living the dream. So it's about perspective. Keep that in mind in February regarding any unexpected events, Leo, or regarding anything kind of coming out, the cat out of the bag, right? Yeah, the cat's out of the bag, which it does seem like somebody's cat is popping out of the bag, perhaps hissing. It's for the right reasons. It's supposed to happen. So deal with the fallout, deal with it the best you can. In the moment, again, I think the intensity of this, no matter how it is for you personally in February, it's gonna evolve and change as things progress, as the year progresses. But meet me over on Vimeo. Again, I'm gonna shuffle the messages from your spirit animals, animal spirit guides, sorry. I wanna see if we can get more advice, more guidance on especially this tower and the secrets here, and how best you can handle that energy. That link to Vimeo is below in the description box. So just see under there for that and all other information that I've mentioned in this video. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you back here next time.